Well, welcome to the 4th Annual Wheaton Arts Parade and Festival. Actually, when we first started the Arts Parade, we didn't know if we were going to have the art parade or if we would have people parade to the art. So now we have the art placed around town and the public will be able to walk to it. We've always tried to make Wheaton a walkable community to live in. It's something our advisory committee has been trying for 10 years. So one of our goals in having this parade, which is not here today, was to bring the community together, to let art bring the community together. That's the mission of the Wheaton Arts Parade. Also, Wheaton has a lot of talent, and the community isn't really aware of it. So the Wheaton Arts Parade was going to bring the artists out onto the street so the community could appreciate them. So bringing the community together with art, showcasing our local artists, and also Wheaton is a diverse community. The Wheaton Arts Parade is trying to celebrate our cultural diversity. And you'll find today we have artists from Costa Rica, Argentina, Puerto Rico, African American, I know I've forgotten a country, El Salvador. So it's a very diverse group that works in the Wheaton Arts Parade. One of the things you'll see along the street is our yarn bomb. Felisa Federman and Edith Salazar, two of our Latinx artists, started the yarn bomb and has become a tradition with the Wheaton Arts Parade. And you'll see them on the lampposts as you go looking at the pyramids. I want to just take a pause. We're at the Marion Fryer Town Plaza. I know that there'll be an official commemoration of this plaza, but often people take a moment of silence, but I'm not going to take a moment of silence for Marion because she was an outspoken person. She went to every town meeting. Former County Executive Ike Leggett called her the mayor of Wheaton. There wasn't a town meeting I went to where she wasn't there, and she was usually the last person to leave. In many ways, she's responsible for this event because she brought me to the Wheaton Advisory Committee, and it was there that the idea of the parade came into being. So I would be remiss if I didn't remind the county that this is an unfinished work here. We still have a roadway that doesn't have zebra stripes. We don't know who has right of way between pedestrians and cars. We have a plaza that needs to be utilized fully, and it's divided. On the other side of the street is part of our plaza. And for the sake of Marion Fryer, I ask our officials to unite this plaza, make it one. Anyway, today's about art. Enough of the community activism. Marion would have never been on a soapbox like me. She had a cane. Anyway, what did we do? Well, back in May, we panicked. We all were dealing with the COVID. We all were in quarantine. And what were we going to do when September came and we're supposed to have our parade? So I was sitting around with one of our artists, Paige Friedemann. I know she's here somewhere. And we were brainstorming. Well, how could we pull this out of the fire? And Paige said, well, you know, they have public art installations in Annapolis. They had crabs and fish. And I said, oh, and they had the donkeys and the elephants in DC. I said, well, Wheaton has to have tetrahedrons, pyramids, triangle. This is the Wheaton Triangle. Wheaton is formed by 3 highways: George Avenue, Veers Mill, and University. They're all state highways, and they make the Wheaton Triangle. So we call our parade the Triangle. And this year, we have 13 giant pyramids. 3 of them are 8-footers like this. 4 of them are 4-footers. There's a map on our website. Please go to them. And when you get to the pyramid, you can use your phone, your device, and you can listen to the artist tell you about their design. We're going to see one in a few minutes. Anyway, it's not just the parade, it's the festival. This was supposed to have 70 tents full of art, food court, stages, but it's not happening. But what did we do? Well, where's Jim? Jim Epstein. I want to introduce the producer of the festival to tell a few words about how we took the festival online.
Thanks, Dan. And thank you to the county executive and the council president and all the other wonderful VIPs that are here. And thank you to those of you that are watching, because as you know, this is not a public live event due to COVID, unfortunately. Anyway, I'm here to talk just briefly. In addition to the pyramids and the yarn bomb and the beautiful art on the street that you're going to be able to see and listen to from the artists on a map on our website, this year we're also presenting the WAP V-Fest. Now, no, it's not what you think it is. That's the Wheaton Arts Parade Virtual Festival. And it's live on our website every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night at 8 o'clock. And we're going to have all different kinds of incredible performances from local arts organizations, students, artists, and incredible. So we've got different theme nights. We've got a Friday night dance party. We've got a film night. We've got students respond with some really heartfelt, incredible, relevant material that has just been recorded new. We also have Strathmore artists in residence, so we have a night at the mansion. And so we have a puppet company. The puppet company's got a Rapunzel at 10:30 on Saturday morning. The whole schedule is on our website at wheatonartsparade.org. I also want to tell you about a really special event. It's the Wheaton All-Stars. And what that is an extra special concert of new material from a couple of local musical legends. Some you may have heard of, some I think are the county executive's favorites, maybe like you may have heard of the Nighthawks, or Root Boy Slim All-Stars, or Mark Noon and the Rhodes Tavern Troubadours, or Ratso with Lunch with Bob and a bunch of others, and it's all emceed by Mark Seagraves. So check that out. That's on Saturday, October the 3rd. All programs are at 8 o'clock on our Facebook Live and our website. You can interact. And what I really want to do now is stop talking. I want to also remind you, when you're walking around and you check out all these incredible pyramids, there's a sign, there's a QR code, or on the website there's a map. When you check out that map, you touch the pyramid where you're standing, you will hear the artists that you see behind you talking about their inspiration, their process, why they're involved with Wheaton Arts Parade. I urge you to check it out. The only other thing I want to say is that you need to get out and vote. Thank you very much. I want to thank the county executive for being here and kicking off the rest of our conversation.
Wheaton's a special place to me. For those of you who don't know me very well, my family moved to Montgomery County in 1960, and we moved off of Forest Glen Road before Wheaton Plaza was built. And as soon as it was built, I started coming here. I got my first job at Embassy Father and Son in Wheaton Plaza. I went to what used to be Marchone's, but it's Filippo's. I've been buying subs there since I was in high school, which is like in the mid-60s. I used to race cars at Seagreens, which had the HO scale, the racing cars, tracks up here. I used to race up there. I bought my musical instruments from Chuck Levins. So this is really home to me. And it's really great to see the effort going into revitalization here in Wheaton. I agree with your comments about this plaza, not quite what we promised, and I'm gonna work on getting some of the other things in here that we promised, because and I was surprised by this when I came here. I expected to see lights and speakers and some other things. We're gonna take care of this other stuff because this is what we promised the community. But this is really a great event, and the Wheaton Arts folks have been wonderful all these years. I've enjoyed coming to your previous festivals, except when you do them in the pouring rain, which didn't work so well, so that was understandable. But on a good day, this is a great place for a parade, and I've really enjoyed the food and all the other displays and seeing all the other arts people who perform up here. So you've got a great tradition. This year is breaking tradition for a lot of people. We know this is not normal. This is also not going to last forever. And when we come out of this, this is going to be different. And this is going to be a place to celebrate. And this is going to be an activated plaza. All those things that we need are things that are going to happen here. And I'm really glad that the county had the foresight to start on this path and that it's really going to make a difference, I think, for Wheaton in the long term. And thank you for the note about the music coming up, because Ratso and the Nighthawks, all these guys are people, Mark, these are all guys I grew up with. These are musicians I used to go see also when I was younger in the early 70s and 60s. So this is a big part, and I'm really glad to see everybody's chipping in here. We're not going to stop with Wheaton with this. We're going to continue to make sure that we encourage making this place thrive and making this place as successful as we can possibly make it. So I want you to know that I'll continue working with you. Please feel free to let me know where you think we need to continue improvements here, because it's important to get this right. And I want to make sure we get this right. And again, thank you very much. This is, great day for Wheaton, and I look forward to the unveiling and looking at some of the other goodies you've got around here. And then I'm going to go to Filippo's and buy some lunch meat. Thank you.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you all for being here. My name is Sidney Katz, and I'm this year's president of the Montgomery County Council. And I also represent the 3rd District for Montgomery County as well, which does not encompass the area that we're standing in. But let me tell you, we all realize, whether you're a district council member or whether you're an at-large council member, which we're going to hear from Gabe Albornoz in just a few seconds, regardless of whether you're a district council member or an at-large council member, Montgomery County is one place. It's a puzzle that I talk about all the time that needs to fit together. And today we are so very, very pleased with this gorgeous weather to be in Wheaton. I too grew up in Montgomery County. I'm from Gaithersburg originally, and we would come to Wheaton quite often. And Mark was reminiscing about the various places. When Wheaton Plaza opened, it was such a big deal for Montgomery County. It was one of the largest, if not the largest, shopping centers on the East Coast United States. This was a great area, continues to be a great area, but because of the revitalization, because of each of you, because of people that came together and said, we need to add a little bit more to Wheaton, let's do it, and that's exactly what we've done. I was at the ribbon cutting just a few weeks ago for the building across the street from Maryland National Capital Park and Planning Commission. And there again, it brings employment. It brings people together. It brings people that will go out and get a sandwich and go out and shop, and so that brings other jobs for this area. And that's what we need to do. But today we're here to talk about the Wheaton Arts Parade of Pyramids. It perhaps is not a parade, but it is a parade. We are celebrating the Wheaton, we are celebrating the arts, and we're celebrating each other. And just like a pyramid, many times you couldn't figure out how they could do it. Well, this time we can figure out how to do it, and we've all done it together. And that's exactly what this is about. I am very, very happy to be here. I am absolutely pleased to be a part of the success of this area. And with that, I'm going to introduce my friend and colleague, Councilmember Gabe Albornoz. Thank you very much.
Buenas tardes, Wheaton. This is really, truly exciting, and I'm so happy the show is going on. Ironically, I think this is the best weather we've had for any of the parades. So let's hope that we keep that going for next year. And I want to thank the producers of this incredible event. I was still at the recreation department when the plan was presented, and I got it within 30 seconds of it being presented to our office. And the county, through Luisa Montero and the incredible team here in Wheaton, saw the potential of an event like this, to bring together the community, to acknowledge the incredible world-class arts, programming, and artists that we have right here in our community. And I know my colleague and friend, Councilmember Nancy Navarro, who represents this district and has done it heroically for more years than most of us can count, couldn't be here today. I know that we are all supremely proud of what has been achieved here in Wheaton, but more importantly, what will be achieved moving forward. I live in Kensington, hop, skip, and a jump away. And you are not gonna find finer restaurants, you are not gonna find a more vibrant nighttime economy than we have here in Wheaton. And so we are on the precipice of something truly magnificent. And it's an event like this that reminds us that Wheaton today is already such an incredible destination spot for our entire region. We celebrate culture here and community in a way that you don't often see in other communities. We understand here at Wheaton, I think more than just about any other community, that when we come together, as our council president said, good things really happen. And that's what today's about, is having good things really happen. So I want to thank the producers of this event. I look forward to getting my sub at Filippo's when this event is over. And I look forward to the unveiling of the pyramids. And now it gives me great pleasure to introduce Gwen Wright, the director of our planning department here in Montgomery County. Gwen Wright.
Well, I am thrilled to be here. I'm representing Maryland National Capital Park and Planning Commission today, and we are the new kids on the block. We are absolutely thrilled to be part of the Wheaton community in the new building that you can see behind us. We've been moved in the last couple of weeks, and we love it. And Wheaton is an unbelievably special place. We've been enjoying the restaurants, the culture, and the art. Today is a very special day, and we've been very happy to support the Arts Parade for the last couple of years, but we're really excited about all the art that's in Wheaton every day. The beautiful murals, the particular pieces of art that are coming in for this event. There will ultimately be a really fantastic public sculpture on this site, in this plaza. So it's Wheaton brings it all together. The art, the food, the culture, the music, and we are unbelievably thrilled to be a part of that. And we hope that as the long years progress, that we're in the building across the way, that we become a big part of helping Wheaton realize its full potential, and that we are not only good neighbors over the next few years, but that we are really become part of the heart of this incredible community. Thank you to the organizers. Thank you to all of the different sponsors of this event. This is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Thank you.
As I said, Jessica Muniz Whitmer, she's done the giant pyramid. Angela Davison, who has her giant pyramid up by the Starbucks. The two yarn bombers, Felisa and Edith Salazar. And Felisa is also a partner in one of the 4-foot pyramids. Emily Yeagley, her pyramid is up by the library. Paige Friedemann, I mentioned her name earlier. She worked with One Montgomery Green, and she has done so for the last few years, taking unrecyclable plastics and making art out of it. And so her tetrahedron, her pyramid, is over by the Veterans Park. Yes, Mary Del Bianco, who couldn't be here, was her partner. Maria Benavides, she goes by Maripi. She has a mandala pyramid, and it's up by the clock tower. It seemed appropriate next to some of the mandalas there. Carlos Ramos. Carlos has his pyramid up by Ava, the apartments, and you'll see the happy face there. Edwin Salmeron, he also worked with a Wheaton High School student, Allison Sanchez, who did our poster this year. Anyway, Edwin is from El Salvador, and he worked with funds from the Maryland State Arts Council. We call it a community mosaic. We couldn't really bring the whole community together, but the pyramid has 3 sides, so we got 3 families. Each one would do a different side. And so Allison worked with the families to get the design, and then Edwin is the mosaic expert. You'll see his pyramid up by the Safeway. Laura Lee Palmer. Laura Lee has been with us since the very beginning. She's a photographer, graphic artist, and you'll see her beautiful butterflies down by the flats, down by the fountain on the flats. Sandra doesn't have a t-shirt on, I'm sorry. Sandra Perez Ramos. We have one for you. Sandra also, when I met with Louisa, I don't know who I met with, but I said, how do we involve the Latino community in Wheaton? And they said, you need to talk to Sandra Perez Ramos. And we met back in 2017, and she's been working with Wheaton Arts Parade ever since. And so you will see them dressed up in great costumes at our parade, and she does wonderful work. And her pyramid is over, well, I don't know what to call that place anymore, but on the corner there by the map.
Across from the new building.
There's someone who's not here. Oh, Francisca, yes, she worked with Felisa Fetterman.
Kelsey's not here.
Who's that?
Kelsey over at the Limerick.
Oh, yes. We have a wonderful 8-foot pyramid with dragons crawling around it over by the Limerick. And that was done by Kelsey Joyce. She's one of the newest artists at the Wheaton Arts Parade. So, you know, we wouldn't have the parade if we didn't have art. And when we started this project, 45 artists applied for commissions. And we had a grant, about $9,000, $3,000 from the Arts Council. We have moved $10,000 to artists. When I pass out the rest of the checks today, $10,000 during the COVID has gotten into the hands of artists. And I think that's what it's all about. Not to mention the construction of these by a local set designer who didn't have any business because theaters were dark. So this is money that the council makes available to artists. We apply for it, we win it, but then it goes to the artists, and we wouldn't have anything without them. And so I guess this is what we've been waiting for, is to 1, 2, 3.
The Wonders of Wheaton.
It's called The Wonders of Wheaton.
I'd like to say, first of all, thank you to the Montgomery County Arts and Humanities Council, Montgomery County government, Westfield Wheaton, the Wheaton Arts Parade, and my fellow artists that I've met through this opportunity. I would like to say that I think that this county supports artists and recognizes our hard work. I've lived here for 15 years, and I've seen the development, and I'm really excited about the future of Wheaton. I enjoy all of the restaurants, and so because this opportunity presented itself on social media, I saw a call for artists and an opportunity to win money during quarantine, supported by the government, which I was excited to see and refreshed that they are supporting artists. They like to hear our music, our creative work. So in that case, I applied my design. But my design is based on the local area, and the front part is, each side has a theme. Front part is trails and technology. It's a woman riding her bike along the trails. Technology, we have Wi-Fi in this park plaza, and nature, and as you walk throughout Wheaton, you'll see that those are the signs that they have throughout, so that was the inspiration there. Yes, thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
I guess my other goal was that everybody should feel like they can create and make art on their own. It starts with a pencil, an idea. So it takes time, and so everybody should be encouraged to create their own work. Thank you.
Liliana Huaman, come and get in front of the camera. Come here. You'll get a special treatment because you're last. Anyway, come here. Come on. So you can see her pyramid up by the Anchor Inn. It is called E.T., God of the Sun. And I was talking about our diversity. She comes from Peru. And you can see there are llamas on it and the E.T. sun god. And it's a really beautiful pyramid up by the corner of Georgia and University. So now we're going to quickly, I have to say a word about Westfield. We often bemoan the difference between Westfield, and no one has done more among the businesses for the Wheaton Arts Parade than Westfield. They give us free gallery space. We have 25 artists showing their work and selling it at Westfield for free. They are the largest single donor. They give us the art factory where we construct our floats, where we make the yarn bomb. So Westfield, very important sponsor. This year, the Limerick paid for one of these pyramids. One Montgomery Green paid for one of these pyramids. The Wheaton Studio of Dance paid to construct one of these pyramids. And think about that. This is a struggling dance school that gave money to another arts organization. The same with the Montgomery Art Association. Why would they give money that they're desperate to have to this parade? Because we celebrate all of the artists of this area, from Gaithersburg to Potomac, all of Montgomery County. So anyway, I just wanted to mention our donors. Who have I missed? The Kiwanis, a new sponsor this year. IHOP has been with us from the beginning, and the Wheaton Chamber of Commerce. And we have a new school that just joined us, the it's a new school in the area, and they want to do art in their school. So anyway, thank you to our donors.
My name is Liesl Benner. I'm the Director of Public Art at the Maryland State Arts Council. We're pleased to be supporting the Wheaton Arts Parade today. We're so grateful for Jim, Dan, all of the organizers and the artists that helped make the tetrahedron possible, like the one behind me. We're going to be making our way around to touring each of the tetrahedrons, but I just wanted to make this brief recording and thank all of the artists for all their hard work. We're looking forward to seeing the tetrahedron stay up for a couple of weeks. We hope all the community will come out and view the work. So thank you.
Hi, I am Sandra Perez Ramos, and this is my Wheaton Triangle. And the complete name is Gato Loco and the Lunatics. Each one tells a story. It's these characters that are pursuing the moon, and they want to reach the moon because it represents all the ideals that are hard to pursue: beauty, freedom. And it's very whimsical and graphic and bold and colorful, because I'm thinking of scale and public art, and that's what I took into consideration when I was designing it. Thank you.
I am Maria Luisa Benavides. I'm from Costa Rica. This is my pure nature tetrahedron. I was inspired in the culture and fauna and flora of my country, Costa Rica. This is the toucan that represents the fauna. This is the guaria morada that in my country represents the flora and is the national flower in my country. And this other side is the wheel, the typical Oscar in my country that represent the hard work. Yes, I like painting mandalas because of decide to make 3 mandalas for my tetrahedron. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Francisca Oviedo. I'm from Chile. I'm a visual artist. And this is my first year participating in the Wheaton Arts Parade. I joined another artist for this project, Felisa Federman. And the main idea for our project was to show Wheaton's diversity, and I hope we conquered that. And you can find in each of the sides of the triangle a word. One is unity, the other one is community, and the other one is diversity. We chose bright colors so to attract people's attention, and I hope everybody enjoys it and enjoys all the art around the streets.
Hello, my name is Edwin Salmeron. I'm a mosaic artist, and this mosaic right here represents a small piece of the community. 3 families work to create this with different ideas, and each side represents like every family's ideas. So we have this for the community, and I hope everybody enjoys it. Thank you.
on down, let me tell you what I got now. Why don't you come on down, let me tell you what I got now. I got the house rocking music everybody's talking about. We're gonna start at midnight, roll till the break of dawn. We're gonna start at midnight, roll till the break of dawn. Well, we ain't gonna stop till all the whiskey's gone. We're gonna rock this house, gonna rock this house, gonna rock this house, gonna rock this house, we're gonna rock this house tonight.